Hey viewers, Holiday Cheer One here. For the new video today, it's going to be on a much more serious kind of video. Um, just because I do want to get this out there. It's been actually a week now, and this video is basically called "Rest in Peace to My Doggy Misty," and I can't believe it has been a week. Like, wow, it's gone by so fast, but kind of very sad. Um, and I just really wanted to get this video out there because I want to let you guys know, like, if you've lost a loved one, you're not alone. And I know, like, she's not a person, but she is a loved one, and I do consider her, part of our family and stuff like that. And it's very hard to go through, and so I totally understand. Um, so I have like stuff to show you because this is like Misty's little box of memories and stuff like that. Basically, so now I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. If you don't know, if you're like my newer subscriber or something like that, I had a dog and her name was Misty. She was a little Shih Tzu, and she was she'd be 12 in July, but she was 11 years old, and we got her here where we live, and she like, I'm not gonna say died. I'm just gonna say she left this earth where she was came from, like what state she came from. So I love that. That's like a really good feeling, you know. That's kind of nice, you know. Um, not the fact that she died, but the fact that she, you know, where she was born, she was able to die there as well. Um, but we noticed problems with her. I think they were starting like a year ago, I would say, and she was just getting old. Hearing was going, sight was going, had bad allergies, itched and licked herself to death. Not to death, but licked and itched herself constantly, and she was just getting old. And when dogs get old, that's just what happens. It's just life, a fact of life, you know. um so the news kind of hit like kind of hard that we had to put her to sleep. Like, I know, and I tell myself every single day that, look, listen, I know, you know, you kind of have to put yourself out of the picture when you're dealing with these kind of things, and you have to really think what is best for the dog. You know, do I want to just, you know, for my happiness, let her watch or sit here and watch her suffer, or even though I'm going to be miserable, let her just, you know, not suffer anymore. And you know, so that's basically what we did. We took her to the vet last week and we had to put her down. And it didn't hit me that day. It really didn't. I was just like, okay, she's going to the groomers. She's going to get groomed. We're going to go pick her up in a few hours. And then, you know, the day went by, and then the next day, I was just, my emotions are weird. And, like, the first thing that usually goes on is I get very frustrated and mad just at everybody, and I just don't want to be bothered. I want to shut the whole world out, listen to my music, and just be depressed, you know? That's just kind of my emotions. And then as it starts to hit me, I start to get, like, really, really sad and just start almost, I don't know, I have really weird emotions, and I hide them and I bottle them in myself. I don't like it when people see me cry, like not even my parents. So, I do my crying on my own time, basically. Um, so that is the reason why she was being put down to sleep, is she was just old, and when dogs get old, they start to develop problems, and that's usually what happens. This is a picture that I have. I'll get like a close-up of it. It's blurry, but that's me and her, and we were at Six Flags. No, sorry, we were not at Six Flags. We were at, um, this is like, okay, what it was is like, we would, they were having this like Wolfstock pet party in the park thing, and so it's like where a bunch of like people with dogs go, or just people go, and you have like dogs and all that kind of fun stuff. And so they were basically like doing that, and then you could go to the station where you could take a picture, and then they had like different like picture frames that you can pick out to put around it, because you just go in this room with a green screen in the back and you sit down with your little dog, and then you can have like a backdrop on it. And so the backdrop I picked was just Six Flags. I don't know, just kind of random. So that's like me and my dog. And then this is her little box of memories. I'm a big memory type of person, so I like to keep everything. I'm a hoarder and all that kind of stuff. Like when my grandma died, I kept her purse. I have pictures of her. I have her wallet, just her handkerchief, her calculator, and stuff like that. I go by memories. And it's really hard, though, to walk in my room and to see this and think, wow, I don't really have a dog anymore. So it's good and bad at the same time. And I just did Misty's box of memories all around, and then on top, Then when you open up, I have her, I have her toys here, and also another one of her toys. And then I have, this one is kind of, oh, that was on the side there. This one, you guys might think it's kind of, I don't know, morbid and just kind of like weird and disgusting. I'm not like that, I promise you guys. But my parents were just like, you know, if you want to, you can cut a little piece of her hair off and put it in a baggie, but I don't want to see you like touching it or anything like that. So I just have a little bit of her hair right here. Not like that, it didn't hurt her. Like we just snipped a piece off of like her like top part. So I just have a little piece of her hair right there, just as like a little memory. You guys think it's, if you guys think it's weird, I'm sorry. The next thing that I have in here is her dog leash. Her harness is in the car. This was the little scooper thing to scoop out her food. Obviously, these these three things have been washed. This thing is her water bowl, and it has been washed. It's like little Snoopy, and she's had this for like ever. And then this box, this like whole box is where her food was kept, and of course it's like washed out. So that is my little Misty's box of memories thing. Maybe just put this all back in there. So yeah, I keep this in my room. I don't like, oops, sorry. I don't really play with it. I just kind of keep it set there because I don't know, I don't want to bother. I just don't want to like touch it and stuff like, or like just touch it because it's kind of like sad and all that kind of stuff. One thing I do want to say in this video is that if you have ever lost a loved one, you know how the feeling is. That really, really crummy feeling when you lost somebody and you're just like, a little piece of you is just missing inside. And I loved my doggy. I really did. She was like, well, she was the only dog we had. Well, no, she had 8 puppies. But other than that, we had like a little dog named Allie, and she was a poodle, and we had her for like a few years when I was born. So I didn't really know her. But Misty, we kind of grew up together. I know it sounds so stupid because she's not a person. But she was my buddy, like my parents, and then it was me and Misty, you know, just the 4 of us. And so she was always my buddy, and I would always tell her things, and I know you guys are thinking, Adriana, you're such a retard because dogs can't hear you. I personally, they can't hear you, okay? They're not stupid, but I would tell her everything, and she was just kind of like my buddy, and I just remember memories like, I'd be putting on my makeup and like on the floor because I had like a mirror or whatever, and she'd just come in there and she'd literally just sit and watch me put on makeup, like, oh, I want to do it next, you know, or something like that. But yeah, so she'd just watch me and follow me around, and just those kind of memories that you live off by. So I do want to say, if you lost a loved one, you're not alone. It's the worst feeling in the world, but I promise you, just as much as you don't want to, because I know, like, I didn't want to socialize at all. Like, I look so bright, but yeah. I didn't want to socialize at all, like, afterwards. I was just like, no, I'm so depressed right now. Just please leave me alone. But it's the best thing is to go, and I promise you, the best thing to do is just to go to get together with a bunch of your friends and just to go hang out and get your mind off of it for just a little bit, you know, and it really is so much better to go and just to hang out with friends and just to get your mind off of it for a little bit and just to kind of cheer you up, because even though you'll still have that like empty like void inside your heart because of, you know, losing a dog or a loved one, the best thing in the world is just to go hang out with friends, get your mind off of it a little bit, and they'll probably cheer you up and stuff like that. And just go hang out and all that kind of stuff. Don't just go into your room, shut the world out, and listen to music like I normally would do, because that doesn't help. That just makes you more depressed and more sad. So, message me if you've ever lost a loved one, and we can talk about it, because I've lost my grandma, my closest, like, grandma, because we were, like, really close. I've lost my Uncle Gary. He was, like, not that I have favorites, but they were, like, my favorite. And then now my dog, so it's like, I hate death, you know, like, 3rd time's the charm. That's horrible. So hopefully no more deaths in our family, because I'm so done with it. But yeah, message me, comment, if you've ever lost a loved one. Let me know some of your things that you do to get over that. And we can always talk about it. Like, I won't, you know, if you message me, I won't like tell anybody or anything like that. Just message me and we can totally talk about it, because it's really crummy, and it's much better if you tell somebody about it and talk to people about like your feelings and stuff like that rather than keeping them bottled in. Okay, so I'm gonna go now on that note. Rest in peace, my little baby girl, Misty, doggy or whatever you call it. And I will talk to you guys later. Happier video tomorrow. I just want to get this out. And to put, you know, rest in peace to my dog, just to let you guys know what happened. And I will see you guys in my next video. Alright, I love you so much, and you can do it. And I will talk to you later. Alright, bye guys.